everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are talking all about beauty tips. I'm going to share with you guys 5 beauty tips that I have learned along the way, kind of figured out along the way, and have really helped me in different aspects of my beauty routine. So I'm hoping these tips will definitely help you guys out as well. I love videos like this because I love picking up little quick tips and tricks from all different kinds of people because you find out what works for you. I am doing this video in collaboration with my friend here on YouTube, Mel Thompson, and I love Mel, you guys. She's just literally the sweetest person. Just recently, she has helped me out with some questions regarding my thumbnail pictures here on YouTube. I just had some questions. I couldn't figure out for the longest time how to make different things on my thumbnail the way I wanted to, and she really went out of her way to help me out. So if my thumbnails here on YouTube look a little bit better, then that is all due to Mel. Like I said, she is just such a sweet person, but not only that, she is just amazing at makeup, and her eye makeup, the way she does her eyes, is freaking insane. She is literally probably one of the best people on YouTube for doing eyeshadows and eye looks. Oh, I always joke with her. I'm like, please come to my house, do my eyes, because she is just so talented. So I will link her down below. Check out her video. She is going to share with you 5 of her beauty tips. I'm hoping some of hers have to do with eye makeup because I could use some tips on that. So she's going to share 5 of her beauty tips. I'm going to share 5 of mine. So let's get started. So my beauty tips kind of range through everything. We're going to talk skincare, makeup, and hair. So we're going to start out with skincare first because you guys know me. I am a skincare girl. That is my thing. So we're going to start out with that. The first tip is actually kind of part skincare and makeup in one, and that is shaving your face. This is something I've picked up along the way, and it's actually become a bigger trend in skincare, really, because if you go get a facial, the dermaplaning is a lot of times what they'll, offer you in a hydrofacial or a facial. So I started doing this at home, and it just makes such a big difference. I'm one of those people that can't stand body hair to begin with. I literally shave my arms. I've been doing that since I was like 13 years old. So I've actually taken off the peach fuzz from my face for a long time. But through the years, I have found, different ways of doing that are better for your skin, just create better results. I have definitely tried so many different ways of removing peach fuzz from my face. These 2 I have been in love with. This one I have used now for years. This is, oh my gosh, what is this even called? I find this on Amazon, and it's like this little circular, it's kind of like a man's razor. You know how it like spins in circles, but you just take this and you kind of go in little circles all over your face, and it takes off the peach fuzz. This will not exfoliate your skin like an actual like little razor that I'm about to share with you. This is just very gentle. So a lot of times people with more sensitive skin or acne prone skin or rosacea, I have dealt with acne, rosacea, all of that. So I do have more sensitive skin. I have to be careful with certain things that I do. This is amazing because it's very, very gentle. If you have super sensitive skin, you can easily use this and get rid of all that peach fuzz. And it just takes a little bit longer. You have to go over certain areas a little bit more, but your face will feel smooth and you will get rid of all that little peach fuzz. Now, the reason you want to get rid of peach fuzz, for skincare reasons, it's gonna really allow your skincare products to penetrate deeper into your skin. They're not getting stuck on little hairs and all of that. They're gonna really, be able to penetrate better into your skin. If you are using a razor, which I'm gonna share with you my favorite in a second, if you are using a razor, this is gonna actually take off the dead skin. This one doesn't, but a razor will. This will actually take off the dead skin and give you a light exfoliation. So again, your products are gonna be able to, penetrate deeper into your skin. Now, this is the razor that I love. I have tried many dermaplaning devices. This one I really like. This is by Stacked Skincare, and it is pretty much identical to, the type of dermaplaning you're gonna get in an office. I have tried like little cheapy, throwaway razors from Amazon. Those always leave me getting like little bumps and like little pimples and just breaking out sometimes with those. You really wanna be careful with the type of razor you use. This one is amazing. I take this and just pull my skin tight. Now you want no makeup, you want clean, fresh skin. Obviously like nothing on your skin when you do this. And you just kind of go up and you shave off all the little peach fuzz. It is amazing. You honestly get so much dead skin off your face. This stacked skincare one I really like because you can just take off the top, the razor part, and dispose of it, and then put a new one on. And you don't have to do it every time. There's been certain razors that I've tested that literally you have to replace every single time, and you end up spending so much money on the razor heads. This one, you just kind of rinse off at the end, and you can use it a bunch of times before it becomes dull, and then you just replace it. So you just kind of keep it sanitary in between, and you can take off all that peach fuzz. It's great for skincare, but for makeup too, because your makeup will just lay so much better on skin that doesn't have peach fuzz. Okay, next tip all has to do with our hands and anti-aging our hands. I get asked this question all the time. What can we do for our hands to really anti-age? And you know, you start getting sun damage and sunspots on your hands. Your hands definitely show age. So my tip for keeping your hands looking young and youthful is use a good vitamin A product on your hands, but also a glycolic. So when you start getting sun damage and you start getting, you know, those sunspots on your hands that pop up, that brown, like little discoloration, glycolic acid is amazing for that. You are going to kind of flake off all that sun damage as it comes to the surface. You want to keep getting that all off and shedding off that dead skin. So your sunspots and your sun damage will go away. I put glycolic on my hands all the time at night. The Skinceuticals, the Glycolic 10 Renew Overnight. Not only is this amazing for your face, because glycolic obviously is amazing for, you know, the skin on your face too, but when you put this on the back of your hands at night, it really creates younger skin. So glycolic on your hands, or a vitamin A, which sometimes I actually just put them both on my hands. The vitamin A that I love is a retinaldehyde. This is a retinaldehyde serum by osmosis, and I can mix the two of these together because retinaldehyde is not retin A. You can actually mix retinaldehyde with other actives so much easier, which I love because retinaldehyde is potent. It does the same thing to your skin as retin A, but you can mix it and you can get amazing results. So a lot of times I'll take a little pump of this serum, then I take a little squirt of this glycolic, and then just put it all in the back of my hands, and you wake up to younger hands. All right, makeup tips next. Now, I can't remember when I started doing this myself, but ever since I started doing this blush tip, I just will never not do it. It just pulls my whole makeup look and just makes everything look so much better. So basically what I do with my blush every single day, now I do have blush on, but I'm gonna use a more pop of color so you can really see it on camera. So instead of just taking my blush and just leaving it like on my cheeks like that, what I do every day, no matter what color my blush is I take it up on the temple and around this area right here. And it just creates the best sun-kissed look with your blush. It just gives it a very natural, like, flush and just sun-kissed look. All right, my next tip is kind of a 2-in-1 tip here. I am cheating just a little bit. I have 6 total tips, but this one and my next one kind of go together, so I'm gonna lump it into one. This is kind of an under-eye concealer setting tip because I'm 40 years old. I know keeping my under eyes looking flawless, it gets harder as you get older. You get lines and wrinkles under your eyes. Concealer will settle into lines and wrinkles. So what I do specifically to keep everything looking flawless under the eyes, I make sure no matter if I'm using a beauty blender to apply my concealer, a brush to apply my concealer, or sometimes I even take my finger and apply my concealer, just depending on what I want to do. You can apply concealer with any 3 of those methods, but no matter which one of those ways of applying concealer that I do, I always finish up with a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender, and I just really pat all along the lash line and just pat out any creases, because your concealer, as soon as you apply it, can gunk up and kind of cake up into little lines and wrinkles. It's gonna settle right away. So you really wanna take that damp sponge and dab out any of that excess product out of those little lines and wrinkles. And then to keep everything flawless all day is I keep that same damp beauty blender here and I pick up my powder. This is the Lawless, the brightening powder. I love this for under the eyes. This is one of my favorites. I just take some of that powder onto my damp sponge and I really press it into the under eyes. Now I don't pick up a lot of powder. I keep things very light under the eye because you don't need to set your under eye with a lot of powder. But I do take some powder and I just press it under the eye, just over top of that concealer, and it sets your concealer all day without budging, and it really stays flawless all day. Okay, for the second part of this tip, like I said, I'm lumping these two kind of together. I have my powder on my sponge. I just, did my under eye. Then I take what's left of the powder that's on here. There's always a little bit left, and I take it and I dab my inner eyebrows with the powder. And now I do my brows every single day. I do have microbladed eyebrows, but I go over every day with a pencil and I just fill them in a little bit and just make them look, just perfected. So I take my Benefit, I love this pencil for my brows, the Precisely My Brow pencil, and I fill them in and just make them look perfect. But I really like this tip because when you put powder on the inner parts of your brow, it kind of softens them and lightens them so they don't look so harsh on the inside corners of your brows. A lot of times, I remember looking back even at videos of mine, you do your brows and you pencil or put pomade or whatever you're using on your brows, and they can look too harsh on the inside of your brows, and it just makes you look like angrier and just, you want to soften them a little bit. So I found for me the best way is just taking a little bit of powder and then just taking that powder with the damp sponge and just going right over your inner brows, and it just softens them and creates a softer look for your whole entire face. And it's something for me that I started doing, and I'm like, oh, finally, I discovered a quick, easy way to just soften and get that perfect brow look. And my last and final beauty tip of the day, we're talking about hair. Now, I personally have more oily skin, so I have more of an oily scalp, and I can't stand when my hair just feels greasy and oily. So I've been trying to prolong the days between my shampoos. I don't want to use so much heat on my hair every day, and I just am trying to not shampoo my hair as often. So what I have found that has been a complete lifesaver for me is I will wrap my hair up and put a shower cap on the days I'm not washing my hair. I put everything up in a shower cap, and then I get out of the shower, and in the sink, everything pulled back except for the front pieces of my hair that get more oily. So like these pieces of hair, anything that is around the perimeter of my face, these get oily, these little crazy hairs that just never grow. These I always wash. I just take shampoo and I just wash those little areas. I wash, down to the scalp, and I give it a good little scrub. And I have been able to prolong my shampoo days by a ton just by doing that, just by washing the perimeter hair around my face. And it's just been amazing. And ever since I started doing that, I'm like, oh, I can't believe I haven't done this, a long time ago. It is such a lifesaver for hair. Those are my 5 beauty tips that I'm sharing with you today. I hope you found something that was helpful and maybe could help you out as well. Don't forget to check out Mel's tips. She will be linked down below. Also, I will link any product that I mentioned today. That will be linked in the description box as well. Let me know in the comments one of your best beauty tips as well. I definitely want to read over them and look through your guys' beauty tips. But that wraps it up for today's video, you guys. If you enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up. It helps out my channel so much. And if you are new, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you get notified every time I post a video. I have lots of good videos coming up, you guys. Stay tuned, but that's it for today. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.